shows us the numbers. Shows us the numbers of population, their ages, and lots more. It's getting very good for analytic in marketing.
Okay, analytics in marketing. That's the keywords. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Good on that. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Any other person? What did you get from the document I said you should read yesterday? Data reporter. Any other person? Are you saying it's only two people that, like, what's the takeaway? What did you get from that information? Are you saying it's only two people, Adebayo, Tosin, that did this? What happened to the rest of you? Don't type what do you call it on the chat. Talk. That's why I'll meet everybody. Talk to me. And yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, the website was actually good because I searched for my country, which is Cameroon, and from
Okay, you
there I
check for
got
Cameroon,
some.
right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, yes, and from the data I researched, it shows that in fact I got a lot of information from it because especially when it comes to those who are using the internet, I got a percentage and the age group of the people who are using the internet, and most especially the most of the social media they are using. So I got to learn a lot from that.
Very good. Okay,
Thank you.
very good. So I will stop with just 3 people and we'll move on. So that information that I gave out to you guys yesterday is going to help you greatly. And that information is being updated every year, even quarterly at sometimes, every year. Yeah, but basically at least every year. You will need it. You might not know when you will need it now, but we started working on some certain thing, you will remember it, and it's going to help you even in determining the platform to buy some certain thing. Yeah, when I say buying, advertising. So what you do when you run Facebook ad, what you do professionally is called media buying, right? So when you run Google ads, what you do professionally is media buying. So where to do some certain things, you'll be able to get that through that information, and audience that are available for you, the demographic that are available for you, including people's behaviors. A lot of things in that data is going to be useful. So quickly this evening, we move to the next course as we are getting into it, and I'm still going to give you an assignment too. Every day you're going to be having an assignment. Then at the end of this training, I'm going to pair you guys 2-2. Yes. I can't pair you in the beginning, and I have my reason for that, because I know it's not everybody that I'm going to conclude this training. And if you are watching this on YouTube online and you also want to join the live session, you see the WhatsApp number at the bottom section of this video, so you can join the live session, and I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. So that's it. So this evening we're moving forward with content marketing, as you can see on my screen very well already, and you're going to see what you'll be able to do when it comes to content. And like I said, this training is not about new life. Basically, this is one of the best things that you'll be able to do for yourself. As we have less than 100 days in 2023. And for people that will take this so serious, I'm so sure that we'll work together. It might not even be up to next year before we started working together. Yeah. I do get stuff every time. So anything that I tell you, do it. And if you do it, you are doing it for your own rescue, not for me, basically. So that when there is need, when the need arises, I'll be able to say, oh, let me give it to this person. Oh, this person can do these things. And that's just it. Like I said, it's an empowerment program for whosoever that want to get to that. So quickly, we are moving forward this evening, and you are going to have an assignment at the end of the day. So in case you are watching this for the very first time, my name is Yomo. Today, I'm a founder of Software Digital Solution, softwaredigital.com, and I run a web hosting company, software.com.ng, and I'm a 7x Meta Blueprint certified. That means I have 7 Facebook certification. That does not mean that I'm a Facebook staff. I am not a Facebook staff, so get it right. I just did a certification courses on Facebook platform, right? So that being said, let's get into it. So content marketing. So I will still see if I can leave so. So anyway, I'll look at the chat. When you heard of content marketing, so just say one word, just type one word on the chat, what you understand by content marketing. So I know a lot of you are not novice, so and I don't want to assume that you are novice. So anytime you hear of content, what comes to your mind? Just drop it on the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. And I'm going to be looking at that for the next 20 seconds. When you see anything that has to do with content marketing, what comes to your mind? This is very, very important when it comes to digital marketing. And as a matter of fact, there's no marketing, either digital or traditional, without content. That's it. And that is why, if you have ever heard of the phrase, content is king. Yeah. Without content, you can't do anything. And when it comes to content, it has to be a purposeful content. Content is not one size fits all. The content that will work for MTN will not work for Glo, despite the fact that both are media, they are communication company. The content that will work for Dangote will not work for Unilever. So content also has to be purposeful. Why am I saying this? When you get into this digital journey, you begin to have different kinds of clients. Guess what? It's not going to be the same business line. So your ability to be able to come up with a tailored content, because it's only a tailored and purposeful content that can make you to achieve what you want to achieve for your customers, for the brand you are managing. Because you have done something for real estate company A does not mean it's going to work with another real estate. Just imagine you've worked with maybe Landway. I think that's what comes to my mind right now. And you want to use the same stuff to work with Suji Construction. They're not the same. Yeah. So I saw Avalabi Joy say, say content can be in form of audio, write-up, videos. These are content type. Good one. So good one. I see that. That's called, what you just said is called content type. Content, but content on sales page, landing page, or blog post. That is also a good one. I just want you to know that you guys are on the page. And when I ask you some certain question, help yourself. There's no right or wrong answer. Just help yourself. It's going to help you. Just imagine you having to handle a brief. A brief is like a customer problem that they want you to solve, right? Want to handle a brief from a customers or a client, and you don't have this type of knowledge, it will be very hard, because there's nothing that you can do. You are still going to need the content. You don't necessarily need the one to put the content together, as in to actually publish or create the content, but you need in-depth knowledge on content and content strategy. Very important. So simply put, at the end of this session this evening, we'll be able to learn the following: getting to know more about content, storytelling. That's very powerful when it comes to content. Where you can generate content idea. Remember, you are going to be working with businesses, with brands, right? Just imagine Landmark. Just imagine Waka Now. Just imagine Extra Large Farm. Just imagine different brands, right? So how do you generate content idea that can sell a resort? How do you generate content idea that can sell FMCG, right? Different ones. So content generation idea, content types, and content calendar, very important, and content creation. So let's see how we'll be able to run through all this. So these are very, very, very important when it comes to content marketing. These are the things that some of you have been doing, but you don't even really know that is what you are doing. Some of you have been doing some certain things like this, but you don't know what you are. This is exactly what you are doing. Take this very serious. This is what people pay $250K to learn. Yeah. Take it very serious. All right. So let's get into it. So I said content, just like I mentioned the other time, it has to be purposeful. You don't just create content for content's sake. It must be a purpose. Anytime you create a content without a purpose, you're not going to have what you want the content to achieve. Something like engagement, reach, right? So just imagine you are posting content and nobody is attending to your content. Nobody is interacting with your content. So when that is happening, to just know that it's not planned. It's not, even it can be planned, but not purposeful, because content is not one size fits all. So you are, when it comes to content, there's something that you go to. You are going to plan the content. That's where the content calendar comes in. You are going to create a content. That's where you take it to either video editor or graphic designer. Then you got to go to distribute the content. That is why you ask, okay, are we posting it on the website? Are we distributing on social media? Right? And what do you want all this to do? To reach your target audience. Just imagine you go to secondary school, or you're advertising to secondary school retirement plan from an insurance company. You can see it's a content, but that's not going to serve the purpose. What are secondary school or got to do with retirement? People that have not even think of having their first degree, they don't even know the bearing in life. But when you take that to organization, working class, business owner, CEOs, your content will work. So you see what I'm talking about right now? So you need to know your audience. And as once you know your audience, the kind of content that they're going to create for each are different. An organization can have different product line, right? That cut across all ages. I mean, both the young, the old, right? But this message you are going to pass, the message that the young will understand, is different from the kind of message that the old will understand. For example, now, if you make a phrase like, "I fit call so for you," some Gen Z, some generation will understand that what you are trying to say. But baby boomer, there's nobody they want to understand that. What is that? What are you saying? Which type of soap? Purposeful content. But when you rephrase that and say, "Oh, this, I can make your life better," that is clear to that generation. Did you get that? So content has to be purpose. So when you started applying all these things to whatever you want to do, even any business, even in your new life or whatever it is that you want to do, like I said, this training is not about new life. So I'm just trying to be as careful as possible, right? So it's very, very important to know that content is not one size fits all. Your content should educate people. A lot of you on this call right now come across me because of my educational content, purposeful content. Educational content will generate leads, prospects for products, service, over. Do you see that? That's purposeful content. And you'll be able to build relationship with your customer with the kind of content that you are creating. And when you do that, you create loyalty, and loyalty, you're going to be having return purchase. So this thing seems like, to some of you, might look like, what is he talking about? But this is how the content actually works, right? Power of storytelling. When it comes to content, it's not just that, oh, I can write. It's not just that you can write. Content is not just about writing. If your content is not telling a story, people are not ready. That is why, if you notice, most brands that you see out there, talk about MTN, talk about Airtel, talk about anyone, I mean any brand, banks that you see out there, when they want to put out their commercial, what do? They come with a story that you can resonate. What kind of story that Nigeria resonates with? Every Nigerian likes success. Yes, you can just say, who doesn't like success? But when it comes to Nigeria, we celebrate that. in a different way, colorful way. Every Nigeria, with all this, whatever that is happening in different parts of the world, Nigeria love marriage, wedding, either you like it or not. Nigeria like party. That is why you see some commercial, they are trying to exhibit our culture. What are they doing? They are telling stories. So when you want to write the content, what story do you want to tell? It's very, very important. There's some of those ads that, if not for the fact that they are telling story, you just look at it and move on. You don't want to. But when you say once upon a time in a certain village, so it's like you want to see the end. Even in music, I think I remember some of those songs that they are about story. It's not just only that you like it, they are memorable and it's hard to forget. Yes, Skybank is no more for a very long time. Skybank changed to, I think, Polaris Bank, right? For a long time. But a lot of you will still remember that they are commercial. Always, yeah, saying yes. I wish I have a friend. And a lot of things. A lot of you still remember who they my very good friend. A lot of you still remember that Panadol advert, Solo. A lot of you still remember Baba Blue. I swear, I'm not going to do that again. Power of storytelling. Power of storytelling. Uncle, please tell us a story. Power of storytelling. It's very, very important when it comes to content. So when we say content, it's not just about this is okay. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to play this. Just type I on the chat if you can hear. Okay. So I played it. Let me pause it again if you can hear. Okay, no. Did you hear anything when I played it? No. If you hear, just type I now. If you hear that sound, I have to stop it. I want to just confirm that you can hear first. Did you hear the sound? No, good. So that is very, very important. Once you hear the sound now, type I if you hear the sound now. So I'll play it again. Let me know if you can hear the sound. I think you should hear the sound now. Coming? I'm here to play it. So I want to see. Are you hear the sound now? Hear the sound. Wow. Let me do that. Let me change that. Here you go. Okay, you can hear now, right? Okay. Can hear now? So as you can hear now, at the time you see some caption here. Just read the caption. Follow the thing. ஆரோக்கியம் அறிவும் வளர்ந்திக்காமையா மனமளித்தோம் ஐயா நாமே மனமளித்தோம் ஐயா இந்த மகிழ்ச்சியில் வேதனையும் மறைந்திடும் ஐயா ஐயா என் மகன் வளர்கிறார் உள்ளம் மனத்தில் நிறைகின்றார் மனத்தில் நிறைகின்றார்
पाँच साल का हो गया। कितना साल? 5 साल में कौन सी बड़ी बात है?
बड़ी बात है मैडम, ये गुंडप्पा का पहला बच्चा है जो 5 साल की उम्र तक पहुंचा है।
क्या?
So now, I would like to look at the chat box. What is the takeaway from that video that you just watched? From the video you just watched right now, I'm looking at the chat box. What did you learn when it comes to content from that you just watched now? I'm looking at the chat. Just one word. What did you learn from it? Right? Still looking at the chat box. Looking at that. Did you even understand it at all? Did you read the caption? I'd like to know. Why I'm waiting for that. I'm still looking at the chat. One thing, what is the takeaway? True life story relating to disease in their country. Very good. Did you notice the brand? Which brand actually did that commercial? Did you notice the brand? You see that in the beginning, they didn't bother to even put that it's from a brand, but at the end, they put it. Maybe if they put their brand logo in the first place, a lot of people might not watch it. So now, it's more story, more entertaining, and less adverts. Any other one? It's actually happening. That's happening in India. Yeah. I'm still looking at the chart. Any other one apart from Apolabi Joel? What did you learn from that? So why I'm still waiting for you to do that, I'll just move on. I'm still coming back to that because of our time. When it comes to storytelling, like I mentioned some of the old commercial the other time, storytelling, our brain loves story. Yes, that is why you watch film. That's why you watch Netflix. That's why you want to see the end of season 100, season 200. Storytelling is an attention grabber. And once you can get people's attention, forget it. That's it. Storytelling engage the listener just like the way you guys pay attention. I'm still waiting for your response on the chat box. Storytelling touch people's emotion. People's emotion. People's emotion. I saw that Ifeanyi. Okay. People's emotion. Just imagine, I think there was one MTN advert one time like that. I think a blind guy wants to marry or something like that. So when your content can tap into people's emotion, that kind of content work well. So it's not just about you writing story. You watch some video like, oh, hey, yeah. Some people say, I watched it and I cried. Because that's the purpose that they want you to serve. Because once the content can tap into your emotion, it's done. It's done. And when you want to be writing your content, those are the things that you need to be putting together. And when we say content, it's not just about writing. Again, writing can now be produced to video with all these AI tools that we have here and there. So how do you generate content idea? Very, very important for you to know. You can generate different content idea for brands, for products, for services, even for personal branding. You can generate that from customer feedback. So if I say you should pick up your phone now and go to Instagram, type any bank that comes to your mind to the Instagram search, click their post. I can tell you that you always see the complaint. So the post might be about celebrating customer service, just like we have today, right?
Today is actually called what customer service. But when you get there, you are going to see complaints. So you can generate content idea from customer feedback. Exactly, I saw that blessing. Exactly, I saw that. People want to know what happened. People want to know what's all about. So you can generate content idea from your customer feedback. If customers say, oh, you guys, you don't have branch in Aba, there's so many people that will need this now. So you can be planning. Do you understand? So different customer idea. Why you guys does not have live chats? Do we need to come to your office before we can resolve issue? Customer feedback. So you can now create a content from that and say, oh, you can now chat with us on WhatsApp. You can see the way you judge the content from customer feedback. Insight from data. The assignment I gave you yesterday can generate a lot of infographics, content from that data, insight from data. Google Trends. Google Trends. So when you check Google Trends, you can generate content from what is trending. Quora is a discussion board. In case you don't know, you can generate content from topics around the world that people are putting out there. Twitter, you can generate content from what is going on. Now, I'm still looking at the chat, so in case you have any question or anything, I'm still looking at the chat. When you generate all these content idea, what do you want your content to do? Your content must entertain. Is either your content is entertaining people, is either is inspiring people, educate people, or convince people. It just have to do any one of these, and it can do all at the same time too. When this happen, it's going to create more awareness for you. From awareness, you are going to be able to have what we call purchase, which is like saying sales. What's the different type of content I want? So one thing that I would like you to take from this type of content that I want to put here is when you want to work on a product or service, don't just say, oh, we have a video, we have an image. What happened to this? So you cannot, when it comes to marketing, it's testing. So you'll be able to create, just make sure that you are able to leverage on different forms that you can do a content. So you have a product image for the sales, you have a video that demonstrates, you have a talks or audio podcast, you have an article on a website, on a blog post, you do a live stream to talk about the product or services, you have infographics of why people need the product, you have some memes and GIF about the product. So these are different. So all these things that you see, they are different content types. I think somebody mentioned something similar to this when I was asking what's come to your mind when it comes to content. So when it comes to content, all this that you have here, they are all content types. So, and all are to be put together to your marketing plan. What do you want to achieve at the end of the day? Visibility. Visibility will give you ability to be able to have more people to know about what you are pushing out there. And another important thing is content calendar. And my first assignment today is going to be content calendar. Content calendar is direction of where your content is going to be. So I talk about purposeful content. It's from content calendar, I will know whether your content is actually tailored to achieve a certain thing, right? So how does content calendar look like? Look at it. Content pillar, content topic, content type, objectives of the content, and content, how many times you want to post. So with content calendar, you can even schedule the post that you want to post for the first quarter, 3 months, 4 months, even a year ready. It's a direction. So look at this. Now, this is a typical content calendar for a manufacturer or people that are selling wholesales, all this wig and the rest, right? You can see the pillar: hairstyle, lifestyle, storytelling, user-generated content, air tips. You see objective, you see the content types, what's going to go out, you see the topics that I'm going to talk about, you see what you want the content to achieve here, to drive engagement, to inspire, to educate. Do you see that? So you are going to do a 1 week content calendar. Pick any brand, any product, any service. So you are going to do that. That's assignment 1, content calendar. And if you need these screenshots, let me know in the group after, so that I can give you a clue. Then, do you know that the service that I want to render for somebody, maybe on Upwork or Fiverr or anywhere, can also be, I need someone to create a content calendar for my real estate, I'm paying $50. Do you know? I'm just trying to let you know. Then content creation too, there are different tools that you can use to create content. So these are different avenues. A lot of you know Canva, Grammarly to correct error, designs, forms, and the rest. But I also have some that I use here, which also going to help me in creating content. Domain 5, Canva, ChatGPT, Grammarly, Qbot. I use Qbot more than Grammarly. CapCut, Removity. These are tools that you can use to create content. Remember, you plan. Content calendar is part of planning. You create, design on Grammarly. You distribute on social media, right? And you monitor to track all the content. So that is on content marketing for you guys today. So what do you need to do? Most important thing that you should be able to take out of this is how to create content calendar. So for example now, if I said, if let's say the company is into traveling, so and they want you to manage their social media. So now you are the social media manager. A social media manager, you need to know how to create a content calendar for that travel agency. Yes. So you are the brain boss. So you create it and you distribute it. If you don't have a calendar is once you're able to do your content calendar, it simply means what you're going to do, your tasks for that same month, when you present it to maybe your boss or your team lead, it simply means your work is done for the month. So for a travel agency, you can say, okay, immigration law, what you need to know before traveling, things that you need to take when you're traveling to so country, information that you need to arm yourself, the documents you need for travel. Do you understand? Educate people on what they need to know about your product or service is one of the best ways that you can get people to your business. And this can be for your personal business, and this can also be a service that you are renting out. I just give you a clue now, right? For a farmer, for an hospital, yes, you can also create content calendar. All of you see how Mikio, for some of you that are conversant with, and if you're in Lagos, that are conversant with social media, you see there's a brand, there's a laboratory called Mikio, the way they advertise on their social media, right? So it could be a real estate, it could be a construction. A real estate, you can be saying, oh, what you need to know before buying land is content, right? Land tips. Okay, what are the documents you need for land survey? So who are the professionals that you need? How to save yourself from Omonile. Did you see that? What is C of O? What you need to know about C of O. So, like I said, content is not one size fits all, because as you're having a brand that is doing ready to wear, a small business is ready to wear. Okay, what size, what kind of dress is best for 5 years old girl? Do you understand? So content is not going to be the same. So the assignment for today is pick any business of your choice, any brand of your choice, then create a 1-week content calendar. Create a 1-week content calendar for that. That is assignment for today. So that when I call you, that's, oh, these people need social media and they want to do this, they want to be paying you $150 every month for this. They are going to post it 3 times in a week. Go and create a content calendar so that they know what you can do. That's a task. That's a task. So pick any brand, any product, small, big, medium, multinational, anyone, and create a content calendar for it. That is it for today, guys. And I'll see you all same time tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. Content calendar. Don't ask me what is it. assignment again in the group. Content calendar. You can start to create for your own business. Maybe you have a business already. You can start to create for it for your own business, right? So where you are working, let's say you are even working. I know a lot of people that are also working too. If you are working, you can create for your own business too. Maybe you can start it. So when you create a content calendar, it's from content calendar, whatever you said that you are going to do in the content calendar, that's what you are going to create. And that's what you are going to publish for the people. That's it, guys. Make sure that you do your assignments. Enjoy the rest of the day. Good night.